So I'd come out from a busy day of surgery and I'd be up most of the night trying to manage my emails. And I've realized in the last year that I won't regret focusing on my health and nutrition in 10 years if I don't do that, but I will regret it if I don't. I'm certainly not going to regret chasing every email. So there's been a bit of a switch into just getting that work-life balance a little bit better so that I'm focusing on my health and I'm focused on exercise and nutrition.
Can you share a bit more about that? How do you take care of yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, so that you are able to actually do all of this, which requires very different parts of the brain, very different activities, all during the same week as you were describing earlier? How do you take care of yourself to stay on top of things and not crumble under the pressure or get overwhelmed by all of that?
We have a genetic predisposition to diabetes in our culture, so I'm off sugar, I'm off milk. I run most days, I'll go to the gym most days, and whether it's at the very early rise in the beginning of the morning or at the end of the day.
Yeah. As you expand the team, as you expand everything, what do you think would be some skills that you would have to learn into? Because you cannot expand your time, you cannot expand the number of hours in a day. How would you need to grow or evolve to fulfill that, I think, the potential that can probably everybody who meets you can see in what you're doing?
I think we're going to get to the point where I can effectively pay off my time to be able to commit more to the business. So that means giving something up, whether it's my private practice, whether it's my oncology practice. I'm not quite ready to give up my oncology practice because it's taken me 23 years of training to get to that end point. But also I'm a very enthusiastic trainer. And so I think I've got a few more years of training left in me. It's very super specialized what I do in my surgical oncology practice. But I think one of those things will drop as the business continues to grow, because we're just inundated with requests to showcase our work globally now. Again, we're in a very comfortable position of not having to pay for those sorts of visits when we go out, and we're invited to demonstrate our technology and our approach, but ultimately paying off some of my time so that I can get that work-life balance right and consume more. Because I think there'll be a critical point that we reach where and I've realized that ultimately it needs the figurehead who has the initial vision, but the way in which that vision can be delivered would be through having a very good team who can see the vision.
What would you say is a characteristic or quality about yourself that you rarely acknowledge? Because this takes a lot, right? What is it that you would say that maybe others can see it in you, but you don't acknowledge that in yourself?
Probably a little bit of undiagnosed neurodivergence and ADHD, which means that you're super focused when you set yourself a goal, and that often means that you can achieve that goal. I think you're just going to have very good communication skills. You've got to have very good ability to work with a team and to create a team. The vision often manifests from just the pure passion and giving people opportunities they would normally not be given, particularly empowering medical students, surgical trainees with the technology. Often they're the forgotten ones, but they understand it.